Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to talk about the advanced phone password. We are going to talk in the scenario where we've got a 69 series phone. We've got a 69 series phone. Okay, let's choose red. Let's work with that. Got a 69 series phone, and we want to access the settings, the advanced settings of any 69 series phone. So what happens is that you click on the configuration button or the settings button, which is this button, which looks like a cogwheel. We call it a cogwheel or a wagon wheel. So this is the configuration button. Once you click on it, these soft keys, one of the soft keys, which is usually this second one, will have advanced on it. So we are going to click on this button next. So when you click on this button, the advanced is going to ask you for a password. So you then need to enter a password in here, and by default that password is 73738. Out of the box, this before you connect this to a controller, if you just have a way of powering this phone, probably if you just power it with an external power source, power adapter, power source, probably you plug a cable at the back. There's a jack there where you plug it, and then it is some kind of a power supply here, and then you put it to the wall socket, and then this phone boots up. After it completes boot up, you can actually go into the advanced setting and you can use this password and it will work. But there's a time where this password can fail to work if you connect this phone onto a controller. Let's say you connect this phone onto a controller. That does not have this password set in the system security management. I'm going to show you this. When there's no password set, when you try to enter 73738, it's going to refuse. So in our tutorial, we are going to look at how to enable this password and make sure that it works. We are also going to look at scenarios where the password might fail. So let's go ahead and do that. So we've got our phone, which is in the idling state, and this is the settings button. We are going to come and press on the settings button here. We are going to press on it. Once we do that, the phone is going to go into this state. It's going to display advanced here, and we want to click on the advanced button. Once we click on the advanced button, here's my finger clicking on the advanced button. When my voice business, this phone is connected to my voice business, and because it has given us this error message to say administrator access is disabled, what this then tells us is that the phone password 73738 or any password is not set in my voice business. So this is when we will have this. So it means if we go to where the password is set, there will be a blank. It means there's nothing set. There's nothing configured as a password. Nothing is configured as a password there. So what we then have to do is to log on to the My Voice business and set a password. So let us go ahead and do that. Let us go ahead and do that. So I'm going to log on to the My Voice business. We go into our system administration tool. From there we are going to go on to system properties. And then we are going to go into system administration. And then we are going to go to system security management. Here we are going to observe that there is what is called the phone administrator passcode. And you can see here that it is blank. It is here where we are supposed to set our password 73738. So let us go ahead and do that. Phone administrator passcode, I am going to change it to 73738. Then I'm going to save that. And you can see there's a confirmation now. Instead of a blank, there are these stars. It is encrypted. But we know that what is encrypted there is 73738. Since we can't read it, if you are not sure, we can just make a change and type it in again. Okay, now let's go and test it. Let's go and test what we have done here. We will test it by coming onto here. We go into our configuration button and settings, and we click on advanced again. We get asked for the password now. So now it is very, very important to note that this has come up where in the previous scenario there was an error. There was an error to say administrator password is not set. But right now we can see instead of an error, it is asking us to put a password where we are going to put our password 73738. So our password that we set in My Voice business 73738, which is here. This 73738, we can remember it because it represents the word reset. When you click the first 7, it represents this R here. And when you click the 3, it represents E, which is here. And when you click the second 7, it's going to represent S. And when you click the second 3, it's going to represent E again. And finally, when you enter 8, it's going to represent this T, which is going to make up the word reset. So if you find it difficult to remember the passcode 73738, you can just remember reset. So if you just go onto your phone on the dial pad and you punch in the keys reset, which is RESET, what you would have done is that you would have entered 73738, and then once you do that, you press on enter. After entering your 73738 on the phone, then you are going to say enter. And once you do that, you are successfully connected into the advanced settings. So these are the advanced settings of the phone. You can see from here, you can be able to change this. This is for language. You can be able to change language. You can be able to go through your voicemail and voicemail settings. You can be able to do some call forwarding or call diverting, or you are able to view the status of the settings of the phone, or we are going to go into voice services. Here on voice services, you are able to change the firmware. For instance, to upgrade the firmware, you are able to connect to the Mitel cloud. You are able to connect to the MBG. So all those settings are there. Then you are also able to connect to Wi-Fi. If this is a Wi-Fi enabled device, you will then be able to connect the phone to Wi-Fi. And also there is also IPv4, IPv6 network settings. If I have to scroll, if I go further to the right, I'm going to be able to go into the IPv4 settings of the phone, where I can assign these phone static values like the IP address, the subnet mask, the default gateway, things like the call server IP address, things like TFTP server IP address. So all these we will be able to do them in the advanced settings. Okay, now that we know that we have set up our password to be 73738, this is a standard, right? But we can have another Mitel administrator, another technician, so to speak, who can be very overzealous, who can come in, who can go onto my voice business and change this from 73738 probably to 256789, just as an example. And then we go into the advanced settings of our phone, and then we get asked for the password, and we put probably 73738, and then we submit, or we enter that. Then the phone is going to reject, because what is in the my voice business is 256789, and we have put 73738, which is different. So in that case, the phone will not log us in onto the advanced settings. Then what it then means that we have to go back onto my voice business, onto the security management, and reconfirm our password by retyping it as 73738. Let us go ahead and see a demonstration of this happening. So we go into advanced, we click on advanced there, and then we are asked to enter the password. We enter our password here. We enter 73738, assuming this is the password. But in our scenario right now, we are trying to demonstrate where my voice business password was changed to something else that we don't know, to something different. So we go here, we type 73738, and then we enter it, and the phone is going to reject the password. It's going to say incorrect password. It's going to throw an error. It's going to throw us this error, which is to say incorrect password. So once we see it saying incorrect password, although we know that we put 73738, what is then means that we have to go back into our My Voice business and probably verify that this is indeed the correct password by way of we go into the My Voice business again, then we verify that this password is 73738. But we know that because the password is encrypted here, we cannot verify it as such. We can only re-enter it as 73738, and then we can only click on change, put 73738, and then we save, and then we go back to our phone. So that is all for this tutorial. We have managed to show you how to go into the advanced settings of a 69 series phone, and how to set the passcode, or what I would refer to as the password. Thank you for watching. I hope this has been informative, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.